then the dua will be answered and the need will be fulfilled. If one makes dua that he wishes to memorize the whole Quran, then he will not die until he has memorized it. Arabic or English?
In English.
Okay. O you who are clothed, arise and warn, and your Lord do you magnify, and your garments do purify, and uncleanness do shun, and bestow not favours that you may receive again with increase. And for your sake of your Lord be patient. But when the trumpet is sounded, then at that time shall be a difficult day, for the unbelievers anything but easy. And leave me and him whom I created alone, I give him vast riches, and sons dwelling in his presence, and I adjusted affairs for him unadjustably. And yet he desires that I should add more. By no means surely he offers opposition to our communications, and I will make distressing punishment overtake him. Surely he reflected and guessed, that he may be cursed how he plotted. Again may he be cursed how he plotted, and then looks. Then he frowned and scowled. Then he turned back and was big with pride. And then he said, This is naught but enchantment narrated from others. This is naught but the word of a mortal, and I will cast him into hell. And what will make you realize what hell is? It leaves naught nor does it spare aught. It scorches the mortal. Over it are 19. And we have not made the wardens of the fire other than angels, and we have not made their number as for a trial as those who disbelieve, that those who have been given the book may be certain, and those who believe may increase in faith, and those who have been given the book and the believers may not doubt, that those in whose hearts is a disease, that the unbelievers may say, What does Allah mean by this parable? Thus does Allah make whom He pleases, and He guides whom He pleases, and none knows the host of your Lord but He Himself, and this is not but a reminder to the mortals. Nay, I swear by the moon, and the night when it departs, and the daybreak when it shines, surely it heralds one of the greatest misfortunes, a warning to mortals. To him among you who wishes to go forward or remain behind, every soul is held in pledge for what it earns, except the people of the right hand. In gardens they shall ask each other about the guilty, What has brought you into hell? They shall say, We were not of those who prayed, and we used to not feed the poor, and we used to enter into vain discourse with those who entered vain discourses, and then we used to call the day of judgment a lie, till death overtook us, so the intercession of the intercessors shall not avail them. What is then the matter with them that they turn away from the admonition, as if they were the asses taking fright, or fed from a lion? Nay, every one of them desires that he may be given pages spread out. Nay, but they do not fear the hereafter. Nay, surely it is an admonition. So whoever pleases may mind it, and they will not mind unless Allah pleases. He is worthy to be feared and worthy to forgive.
Surah Muzammil in English.
Okay, Surah Muzammil, Muzammil, the Raps. There are 20 ayat in the surah. It's revealed in Makkah. Some scholars say that it's revealed in Medina. It is narrated from the Holy Prophet ﷺ that a person who recites the surah will never face bad times. The person who recites it in the Isha or the Tahajjud prayers always remains pure of heart and even dies while he is in a pure state. Imam Jafar as-Sadiq said that a person who recites the surah properly will get a chance to meet the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and if he prays for something from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will get it. Reciting Surah Al-Muzammil 100 times on Thursday night leads to the forgiving of the 100 major sins and procures 100 rewards. Recitation of this surah protects one from insanity and from being a slave to people. O you who are wrapped up in your garments, rise to pray in the night except a little, half of it, or lessen it a little, or add to it and recite the Quran as it ought to be recited. Surely we will make to light upon you a weighty word. Surely by rising the night by night, it's the firmest way to tread and best corrective of speech. Surely you have in the day a time a long occupation, and remember the name of your Lord and devote to Him with exclusive devotion. The Lord of the East and the West, there is no God but He. Therefore take Him for a protector, and bear patiently what they say, and avoid them when they becoming avoidance. And leave me and the rejectors and the possessors of ease and plenty, and respite them a little. Surely with us are heavy factors and flaming fire, and food that chokes food that chokes and a painful punishment. On the day when the earth and the mountains shall quake, and the mountains shall become as heaps of sand let loose. Surely we have sent to you an apostle and a witness against you, and we sent an apostle to Pharaoh. But Pharaoh disobeyed the apostle, so we laid on him a violent hold. How then will you guard yourselves if you disbelieve on the day when you shall make children grey-headed? The heaven shall rend asunder thereby. His promise is ever brought to fulfillment. Surely this is a reminder. Then let him who will take away to his Lord. Surely your Lord knows that you passed in prayer nearly 2/3 of the night, and sometimes half of it, and sometimes a third of it. Also, a party of this with you, and Allah measures the night and the day, and He knows that you are not able to do it. So He has turned to you mercifully. Therefore, read what is easier of the Quran, and He knows that there must be among you sick, and those who and others who travel in the land seeking the bounty of Allah, others who fight in Allah's way. Therefore, read as much as is easy to you, and keep up prayer and pay the poor rates and offer to Allah a goodly gift. And whatever of good you send on beforehand for yourselves, you will find it with Allah. That is the best and greatest in reward. And ask forgiveness of Allah. Surely Allah is forgiving, merciful.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.